Gene Feldman of NASA said that we know more about the surface of Moon or Mars than we know the depths of our own oceans. Our oceans are much less explored than we think they are, and much less explored than they should be.
Our life and economy are significantly dependent on our oceans. If we can improve the sustainability and health of our oceans through developing novel solutions, digital solutions, we are creating for sure a better future for our kids and our future generation.
My name is Hari Vishnu. I am a research fellow in the National University of Singapore.
My name is Rusmiwati Muhammad Mukhtar. I am a 10 years IEEE Oceanic Engineering Society member.
My name is Fausto Ferreira. I'm a scientist at the NATO STO Center for Maritime Research and Experimentation, CMARI.
Ciao a tutti, I'm Roberto Petroccia and I'm currently a scientist at the NATO Center for Maritime Research and Experimentation in Italy.
I work on the physics of underwater sounds and how to process this sound better to understand what's happening in the oceans. I'm trying to understand how we can use this sound to estimate how fast the ice is melting in the Arctic.
I focus my research on underwater communication networking. So basically how to move data in an effective way below the sea surface. The reason why I choose this area of research is because I'm totally in love with the sea.
I've been working in collision avoidance for underwater and surface vehicles, and I've been co-organizing multi-domain robotics competitions, both underwater, surface, land and aerial.
IEEE OES is a society that deals with applying engineering to the oceans. I joined the Oceanic Engineering Society through an OES networking event that was conducted in the Acoustic Research Laboratory in the National University of Singapore.
I was first been introduced to IEEE OES by Professor Muhammad Rizal Arshad after joining the University Science Malaysia back in 2008. This is actually the first step that I took to endeavour my research in underwater system and technology.
I've been introduced to IEEE OES for the first time in 2009 by participating in my first conference, Ocean 2009 in Bremen. Since then, I've become also a volunteer. I'm so active because I do like volunteering.
I was first introduced to the IEEE Oceanic Engineering Society while attending one of the conferences organized by the society. So my ties with the IEEE OES goes very back in time. But I have to say that I became an active member of OES only recently, when I realized that it was my time for to be more actively involved and try to help and share my experience with the community, especially with students and young researchers.
Ocean is actually the name of our flagship conference that happens twice a year. Moreover, we have plenty of workshops more topical. So we have, for instance, the IEEE AUV workshop, UCOMS, UT, and many other workshops and conferences. In particular, for students and young professionals, we have several programs. We have the Student Passer Competition at Oceans, we have the Young Professional Boost program, social media initiative, and other initiatives that you can find out.
Well, I can say that it is indeed a good experience as volunteer in this society. With a spirit to nurture and gain interest from young ones, we also conducted activities with primary and secondary school students, as well as university students. Activities such as developing and controlling the remotely operated underwater robot with them really outcome with excellent interest and response. As I am also the WE member, my aim also to attract females to join this activity.
There are various events and activities organized by the society targeting students, young researchers, but also senior researchers. There are tutoring and mentorship programs where you can attend and you can participate as a student, or basically, as I'm doing now, try to, if you are more senior, to share with the students and young researchers your experience. There are webinars, events to promote the engagement of women in engineering, which is, to me, is very important. And there are also a lot of financial help that the OES is providing. So with grants to participate to conferences, sponsorship to workshop, robotic competition, just to name a few.
OES has such a large network of professionals from academia, industry, and government. I get to talk to them about what's the latest in this field, what's happening, what are the challenges in this field, how do I tackle them, how can I go about finding a job. And you'd be surprised how easier it becomes to get a job if you just talk to the people involved. We also do student outreach and mentorship via our vastly popular student robotics competitions. These include the Singapore AV Challenge in Asia, for example, or the European Robotics League in Europe. And by being part of this OES group, you can actually become part of these global movements that make big sustainable changes.
So I invite you, if you want to get engaged, one of the best ways is to start by attending one of our conferences. If you want to make an impact in the world and you want to change the world to a better place, have less pollution, or treat the pollution that we have currently right now, avoid fish entanglement and fish dying from plastic, maybe you should join this profession, and as a point of contact to enter and grow yourself personally and professionally, you might wish to join IEEE OES.
With this network spanning across most continents and countries, Asia, Europe, North and South America, Australia, and across many disciplines, OES is well poised to create a global change in this sector. Nowadays, there is this growing realization that oceans are a crucial part of the solution to solving most of humanity's problems. So, by being part of OES, you actually get to be part of something bigger.
If you are passionate about engineering and the oceans, please have a look to IEEE OES, and there is a lot to do. We are just scratching the surface. So in order to be effective and make sure that we achieve our goal, we need you. If you do what you like, if you found something that make you happy, you are passionate about, go for it. It may be harder, you may need to work more, but if you end up doing what you love, I think that is very small price to pay.
I really love the quote by Mr. Roy T. Bennett. He said, "Life is about accepting the challenges along the way, choosing to keep moving forward and savoring the journey." The quote is really meaningful and inspiring for us to face the challenges. No defeat, no surrender. Keep looking for opportunities and continue on treasuring the journey in this life.